I just watched a few nights ago the Golden Globes, and I just watched every fucking blowhard get up there and bloviate for 10 minutes, and I was like, how old are you? Like, I was watching Glenn Close. I don't know, what's Glenn Close, 66 years old or something? She's up there. And women need to know that they can try, and they can have a chance, and they can do something. And it's like, you're 60 what? 71? And by the way, when this
coming up on 72 in about 6 weeks here.
Has being a woman
get her an edible orangeable for me.
Has being a woman impaired her career?
Well, she goes on to say she's been working nonstop for 45 years, so it seems like it's been going okay. She's breaking down. The audience is crying. They're standing up and cheering. She's talking about women being able to do what they want to do. And here's the other thing. Hey, Matt, I will empower you with this. Drew can't do it because of his Hippocratic oath. If I, in my mid-60s, stumble onto some bullshit cause and never stop fucking talking about it,
shoot him.
You hit me in the fucking head with a snow shovel. I'm all fucking tapped out on cockamamie ideas. And the thing that's crazy about, like, Glenn Close is Glenn Close didn't give a shit about women's issues when she was 67. Now it's a fucking top of the, now she's 71. By the way, she may not have given a shit when she was 70. Now that she's 71.
It's on.
It's on. Here's her impassioned speech, Drew. It's a fucking joke.
I'm thinking of my mom, who really sublimated herself to my father her whole life.
Little of that around
and in her 80s,
House
she said to me, I feel I haven't accomplished anything. And it was so not right. And I feel what I've learned through this whole experience is that, you know, women, we're nurturers. That's what's expected of us. We have our children, we have our husbands if we're lucky enough, and our partners, whoever. But we have to find personal fulfillment. We have to follow our dreams. Yeah. We have to say, I can do that, and I should be allowed to do that.
What is it they're not allowed to do?
Hey,
what is a woman not allowed to do?
Oh, wake up.
Okay. I'm confused.
Lynette's either eating or sleeping right now at home while I'm fucking working my 15th podcast. And her kids, she's not allowed. What do you mean not allowed to do anything? How dare you? It's a patriarchy, man.
Gary, does your wife feel this way?
What's that?
We're doing a little survey. Does your wife feel like women are...
Whose wife is doing less right now?
No,
Should we have a little
no,
competition? Like, who's eating more and who's watching more TV at this second? Like, whose fucking feet are up higher?
Straight to Adam's point, my wife is currently commuting home from her full-time job.
Right.
She is...
But she doesn't feel kept down or something.
Absolutely
She
not.
can do what she wants to do.
No, absolutely not.
Matt?
She thinks this is craziness.
Okay.
Yeah, she is also not feeling beat down in any way.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Now,
Well,
is it
you're
because
Except
they're,
for when I beat her.
Yeah. This pimp hand's strong.
is it because they're white that they don't feel that way? Or no, but Glenn Close felt that way.
Joy's not technically white.
Right. Okay, there you go.
My wife's from Switzerland. She's about as white as they get.
I did think it was weird the way they cut away right when Glenn Close was talking about personal fulfillment to somebody who is largely overweight. It's a little weird.
There's some fulfillment going on. Let's see. What were we talking about? Oh, women. Oh, Glenn Close. That's right. What is Glenn Close saying in that? Gary, has anyone figured it out? Women need to do more for themselves? Or
Here's the point that's valid, which is women have had an oppressive history. That's valid for many different complex reasons, and that's true. And if that's what she was
but what the fuck is coal mining and getting your brain shot out on Normandy? What is that? That's an oppressive history, is it not?
Yeah.
How many men have died at sea? How many women have died at sea? I would argue dying at sea is oppressive. Drew.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a life where you mopped or a life where you fucking were on a Liberty ship in World War II and you never saw your 21st birthday?
No, I'd mop.
Okay. Well, so dying at 19? I call that oppressive. Yes? Wasn't everyone oppressed? Everyone fucking fought in World War I. All the fucking 19-year-olds that are dead. Pretty oppressive, right?
Yeah, I'd agree.
Right?
Pretty oppressive.
What's worse, bossy husband or German blowing your fucking brains out in a trench?
Bossy husband.
Worse?
All things being equal, worse.
Okay. Yeah. All right. They act like this whole conceit is like no white man has ever done a day's labor in his life. Fuck you. Who the fuck you think died in all the coal mines? Like, it's this insane. You're wanting me to go forward signing off on some notion, which is, oh, you're a white guy, you're male. You were just coddled your whole life because you never had to do anything because you're a dude and you held other people down because the only way you could get ahead was to hold other people down. I'm not signing off on that. I'm signing off on the fact that a very small number of people did that to a relatively small number of other people. It's not my family's history. It's not my wife's family's history. It's not part of my kids' history. We have nothing to do with that. My wife's parents were born in fucking villages in Italy. They didn't own anything. My parents, my dad was in South Philly. Didn't have a fucking pot to piss in. We don't have a rich history of holding anybody down. There's none of that. So fine if you want to spout off about it. Just don't lay it at my doorstep. It has nothing to do with me. Dicks.
Take some calls.
I want to hear her speech one more time.
No.
It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because she's 71 years old. All right, you'll cue it up. I'll tell you about LifeLock. Drew, you know what's the worst? It's not Glenn Close. It's everyone standing and clapping in the audience. All the rich chicks who've had plastic surgery that are standing in the audience and clapping. All the net worth $10 billion standing and clapping in the audience and nodding their head knowingly. All right, one more time. Here we go.
I'm thinking of my mom, who really sublimated herself to my father her whole life. And in her 80s, she said to me, I feel I haven't accomplished anything. And it was so not right. And I feel what I've learned through this whole experience is that, you know, women, we're nurturers. That's what's expected of us. We have our children, we have our husbands if we're lucky enough, and our partners, whoever. But we have to find personal fulfillment. We have to follow our dreams. We have to say, I can do that, and I should be allowed to do that. So...
All right. Who's going to allow her to do it, Drew, again? There we go. Spike Lee wasn't standing, I noticed.
Interesting.
I wonder what her dad did.
Well, Gary's familiar with the whole family history, so I'm sure he can come up with that in a
Well,
second.
he can run out to the car and get the paperwork, or he can just fucking...
Surgeon.
Oh, yeah. Surgeon, Drew. Whoa. His wife was a sucker taking care of that surgeon.
Yeah.
She should have been a surgeon, too.
Mm-hmm. She's listed as a socialite.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, man. That's a hard scramble upbringing. Dad's a surgeon. You're a socialite.
Is it her brother that had the schizophrenia or one of her children? Something like that. Oh, sorry. When Adam asks you, you're like, oh, yes, sir, boss.
Just find out more. I want to know. I want to know more because I'm not.
I'm sorry, but you got to tell me what more you're hoping for. I don't know what to look.
Dad was a surgeon. I wonder where they grew up. I wonder if they're rich. Her mom was a socialite. She feels sorry for her. Yeah.
Money back then.
So they had a fucking house full of servants.
Big Piney, which we referenced earlier, is in Wyoming. That's where both her father and mother died. Her father, at least, was born in Greenwich, Connecticut. So that, to me, indicates money. What else?
Mom, socialite, probably super attractive, and
I'm guessing, yeah. There's not much on her. It just says she's a socialite. She doesn't even have her own wiki page.
Lived in a big house, or probably net worth or something. All right.